failure of the attack by tanks and BMPs in Belgorod's Demidovka. At 6 a.m., an armored group of the armed forces of Ukraine, coming from the direction of the village of Sumy in Mariino, went on the offensive. Tanks and BMPs, APCs, and armored vehicles from the Sumy region launched an attempt to enter Demidovka in the Belgorod region. However, Russian drone operators did not allow this. The Ukrainian armed forces repelled the attempted attack. Abrams and a Ukrainian armored vehicle were scrapped under Russian fire. A Russian soldier was traveling in the back of a pickup truck when he turned around and noticed a fast-approaching FPV drone. He began to open fire in cold blood. The truck accelerated even faster, and those adrenaline-filled moments began. Don't forget to join our Telegram group.
Ушла направо! За нами, сука! Пустой! Живой! Немного покосило! В руку осколок зашел!
As a result of the 68th Tank Regiment Assault Group's coordinated work, the Ukrainian armed forces attacked an infantry bunker. During the attack, grenades were thrown into the bunker, and the infantrymen inside were called to surrender. The infantrymen inside the bunker had no choice. They had to surrender to survive. The 3 infantrymen inside the bunker surrendered, and the infantrymen were safely evacuated from the area. The inhabitants of the Kursk region are once again free from the enemy. Despite the destruction, life is getting better. Pay attention to the end of the video.
Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe and like.
И аисты прилетели. Аисты прилетели, красавцы наши. Вот так.
The Russian FPV drone first intercepted the armored vehicle. Then the crew quickly left the armored vehicle. However, they left the hatch of the armored vehicle open. Taking advantage of the situation, the fiber-optic drone entered the armored vehicle and destroyed the armored vehicle with a single hit. An FPV drone, VT-40, destroyed an American APC M113 with a modified turret in the Kherson region. What do you think about the drone destroying such expensive equipment with one hit? The state of drone technology in modern warfare has drastically changed the course of the war. UAV operators of the 36th Independent Guard Motorized Rifle Brigade and 656th Motorized Rifle Regiment of the Vostok Group carried out powerful FPV drone strikes on a basement in Shakhtarskoye. In the direction of Kupiansk, an air cannon of the armed forces of Ukraine was detected and destroyed as a result of an accurate hit by a fiber optic drone. Footage of the destruction of the American-made M113 armored personnel carrier used by the Ukrainian armed forces near the village of Murat-SAN in Donetsk as a result of the impact of the fiber optic drone Prince Vandal of Novgorod. In the meantime, you can use YouTube Super Thank You to support us and our content. We need it to continue with our videos. The moment a Russian FPV drone flew close to a moving vehicle, Ukrainian soldiers thought it had hit a mine, but after the vehicle stopped, another Ukrainian fighter said he saw the drone flying over their vehicle.
Міна! А ти бачив, да? Блять. У вас місця нема там в цьому, блять, в багажнику? Мало.
Може вовнутрь.
Завези людей, вернись потім за ящиками. Їжджай туди. Я там зараз стану.
Near the village of Mirolyubovka in Donetsk, an American M113 armored personnel carrier was attacked by Russian fiber optics while evacuating the Novator armored vehicle of the Ukrainian armed forces. The Novator armored vehicle was completely destroyed, while the M113 armored vehicle completely lost its mobility. It turned into a pile of scrap. Be sure to write your opinion about fiber optic drones in the comments section. Near the village of Lipsy in the Kharkiv region, Russian reconnaissance drones revealed the location of the Bukovel AD electronic warfare complex used by the Ukrainian armed forces. The fiber optic drone then went into action and destroyed both the REB system and the pickup truck. In Sumy, a fiber optic drone loaded with heavy ammunition crashed into a heavily defended fortress and destroyed it. Don't forget to join our Telegram group. Garan 2 drones hit targets in Sloviansk.
О! Как? Ё-моё!
Вон, я вижу его.
В какую сторону?
Вон,
Ебать.
сейчас ебанет. Все.
Ебалось оно в рот.
UAV operators of the Special Forces 14th Independent Guard Brigade of the Vostok Group destroyed a Ukrainian Armed Forces UAV control center in the village of Otradnoye. Near Chasiv Yar, the UAV control position of the Ukrainian armed forces was revealed by Russian reconnaissance drone operators. The artillery unit then made precise adjustments and destroyed the UAV control point with a single strike. The drone operators and the artillery unit worked in harmony, and the target was hit accurately. In Chasiv Yar, Russian FPV drones continue to shoot down Ukrainian pickup trucks. One by one, the pickup trucks that allow the infantry to travel quickly across the terrain were hit. Soldiers of the 217th Regiment of the 98th Division of the Airborne Troops carried out these attacks. 3 pickup trucks were destroyed in a few hours. Kharkiv direction. Antagonists' group of night FPV drones VT-40 striking the equipment of the Ukrainian armed forces. Night drone attacks are more dangerous. While it is already very difficult to see, aim and shoot down FPV drones even during the day, it is almost impossible to see and shoot down drones at night. A moving pickup truck spotted the drone and tried to stop and shoot it down. In the direction of South Donetsk, 2 Russian soldiers throw a backpack full of anti-tank mines into a bunker and destroy it. Here are the images of those moments. This type of attack is a risky and cautious operation, often requiring planning, reconnaissance, and coordination. The Ukrainian armed forces were found to be actively using a basement. The activity in the basement was monitored and recorded by Russian drone operators for some time. Then, instead of attacking the basement with a drone, Russian engineers decided to send a robot loaded with heavy explosives. This small robot, which could move easily over rough terrain, slowly made its way to the basement. Once in the basement, the explosive was detonated and the basement was destroyed. In the Dnepropetrovsk region, Russian VT-40 drones hit a pickup truck used by Ukrainian armed forces personnel to transport various equipment or supplies. Near Novo-Alexandrovka, the movement of the American-made M113 armored personnel carrier was detected. Then, the fiber-optic drone Prince Vandal of Novgorod went into action and shot down the M113 as it was driving alone on the road. Kharkiv direction. In this direction, many pickup trucks in the settlement were destroyed as a result of Russian strikes. It doesn't matter whether it's summer or winter, day or night, Russian drones with their sophisticated cameras can detect targets of any kind. Whether parked or camouflaged, hiding from drones is no longer possible in modern warfare. Armored vehicles or any other type of vehicle, expensive equipment is being scrapped by small drones. Here is footage of a drone attack on a van-type vehicle at night. Sumy direction. The Ukrainian armed forces drove an American-made Bradley BMP into a populated area where a group of Russian infantry was waiting for it. As the armored vehicle approached, a Russian drone suddenly appeared out of nowhere and struck the Bradley hard. The crew of the armored car panicked and abandoned the armored car and drove away. Later, another drone arrived and delivered the final blow to the Bradley. In the direction of Chasiv Yar, paratroopers of the 215th Independent Reconnaissance Battalion and the 98th Airborne Division's 331st Parachute and Airborne Regiment destroyed 2 M113 armored personnel carriers and a D-30 howitzer. the drone operator of the 14th Separate Guard Brigade of the Vostok Special Forces destroyed temporary deployment points, basements, houses, and garages used by the armed forces of Ukraine in the direction of South Donetsk. In this video clip, you can see how Russian drone operators easily destroy a large number of houses with drones. Leave your thoughts on FPV drones in the comments. Don't forget to join our Telegram group. South Donetsk direction. UAV operators of the 29th Army of the Vostok Group hit a house that the infantry decided to use as a shelter. Russian FPV drone destroys temporary deployment point with one hit.
Near the village of Kyiv-Sharivka, Kharkiv region, Russian drone operators, after destroying the HMMMWV vehicle, realized that one of the personnel had escaped. He decided to follow him. The personnel hid in a dense residential area in order to cover themselves with a human shield and confuse the operator. After successfully maneuvering along the street, he noticed an equipped pickup truck in the yard and destroyed it. No civilians were harmed.